Okay, it's post time, baby. First up, I have something funny. Well, this is like one of the few times I'll bring an X post over here, but fucking Jucheist VTuber is so fucking funny, dude. I had to, I had to show this off. This is incredible. Do you think we can collab? Do you think I can get her on a collab? Is it time to pivot to Juche VTubing? I think it might be time to pivot. I don't know. The views aren't really there. Look at that. 193. I got better on the Speedroid video. This is incredible, dude. We need more people spreading Juche thought. We don't need more people spreading Juche thought. This is like an interesting thing about YouTube recently. YouTube just like started really promoting low view bangers, and I appreciate it as a low view banger myself. But sometimes you get really weird ones like this. Do you think the person who made this VTuber model like knew that they were going to be making a model for a Jucheist? Do you think they knew what Juche means? Like even like
everyone.
Hearty Feather, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you're all having a nice night. We're just doing a little bit of post before we go into Cassette Beast. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a nice stream. You were also playing Cassette Beast. That makes sense. Well, thank you so much for dropping by. We're gonna get into Cassette Beast in just a second, but first we have to talk about the way things are. Really appreciate it. Love the name, by the way. We're big Yu-Gi-Oh fans here. We love Harpy's Feather Duster. If North Korea had internet access, they would probably get a bigger audience. It probably would be getting a bigger audience. Yeah. All right, next up. So this one I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on, but Alejandro Caraballo, who is like a really big person on Blue Sky, is a pretend journalist. And uses AI to source her pretend journalism. So I just wanted to say, probably don't listen to what Alejandro posts, but don't like go out of your way to harass her or anything. Moving on. Okay, so this one I thought was really interesting. So Greg Holden here says you need 15,000 Spotify streams to make the same amount as selling one vinyl record for $35. That's a really interesting statistic. And then he goes on and on and on. We know how hard it is to make that many streams, which would equal the amount he made selling those 70 vinyl records and 40 CDs. I will say, though, I'm not buying a CD for every band that I listen to currently. And like as a musician, I definitely vibe with this, right? I use Bandcamp. I'm not on Spotify, but that's because I don't want to pay for a distributor. I think that's another part that's not in here is like you got to pay for a distributor when you distribute music, right? And that part adds to the cost of doing business. But that also gets you on iTunes and stuff, which is where people would also pay like, not $35, but like also how much of that $35 is factoring in the cost of production of a vinyl record, which is a lot more than it used to be even, because now we don't make vinyl records en masse as much. I don't know. This is a hard one for me. I kind of agree with this. We need streaming services to pay more per stream. I think that's more of a fucking solution, but like they're not going to, right? Unless we force them to. Kanye was kicked out of the Grammys. Well, good. Here's another thing. We should probably, if you want to stop all the horrible things that have been happening lately, you should probably be contacting your Congress people. You swap to SoundCloud from Spotify because I want to be able to make playlists to still get the. Yeah. It is really nice to use to have an actual ability to find people that Bandcamp has just refused to make forever. Yeah, exactly. Techless. Chappelle Roan standing on stage demanding record labels pay their artists living wages. So real, for sure. But moving on to this post here, I know we all think, and it's true, that the Democrats are feckless, useless cowards, but we really should be pressuring them to actually try and do something. A lot of them don't even know what's going on actually. they're not paying attention, which is like, that's insane, right? But you have to call them and make them fucking panic that they think that the world's going to end, or that more importantly, their career is going to end. They don't actually care about the world. And so you're going to have to do that at least a little bit. Even 20 to 30 people call an official in a day, they start panicking. It can help. If you do call, I would suggest mentioning like a reputable newspaper, like Reuters, Wired, Teen Vogue. They've all been covering this. Yeah. I know that Dianne Feinstein was not there. I know that these people aren't actually there, but you still have to call them anyways because the shadow government running these people's votes are there. You have to make them panic. You have to make them think they're going to lose their job, which is the only thing they care about. At least as best you can. At least make them as scared as you are. Would they consider Teen Vogue? I don't know. I just think you can't be talking about like, you can't be sending them Jacobin articles, right? That's what I'm talking about. You can't be sending them Twitter posts or Blue Sky posts, right? I don't even want to talk about this one, dog. Inclusion of rapid onset gender dysphoria in executive order tips their hands. This is the thing. The gender critical crowd has been saying for years that they're actually feminists and blah, 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 blah. It turns out that they're getting their leopards. The leopards are eating their faces. So just as they voted for and have been advocating for this entire time. And then Jesse Singal is still trying to justify the actions. It's incredible. Here's a Tumblr post. Good article from the Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone's another one you should be saying to these Congress people. Everyone who's supposed to protect you from this failed miserably. Incredible. Just a wonderful headline. And then there's a bunch of stuff. We're still getting these people, like the people who want to blame voters for the inaction of the Democratic Party to do literally anything to stop this at any point. It's just so unfortunate. Okay, this one's great. What is this, you might be asking? It doesn't look like anything. This is the timestamps on Musk's tweets. Let's take a look at this real quick. He is tweeting at all times, constantly. Since the beginning of the year, he is never not tweeting. This is incredible. I can't believe this shit, dude. Just a well-adjusted guy. He's like definitely healthy and terminally online. Like literally terminally. He's going to kill himself. This is the power of ketamine, folks. This is the absolute unmitigated power of ketamine. Literally, it's worse than yours. It's worse than mine. By the way, if you live in any of these districts, you should call these specific people and say very mean words to them, I'll say. They helped pass the Lake and Riley Act, which is our new concentration camp bill. Isn't that cool? We have concentration camps again. This is not the first time the U.S. has had concentration camps. Hopefully it'll be the last. I can always hope. This one's stunning. So for those who don't know, Trump is going... The only thing Trump seems to be doing... Like, Elon Musk seems to be doing most of everything else. But the main thing Trump seems to be doing is, one, the trans stuff, and then secondly, all these tariff things. So he's trying to put huge tariffs on our closest allies, Mexico and Canada. And in so doing, he is threatening our energy infrastructure because we import a lot of electricity from Canada. And this has been the response. Jesus didn't have electricity either. they're gonna fucking shut down the electricity in this country for no fucking reason. Because Jesus. Nothing happened. Nothing happened back then. Nothing ever happened, Sarge. I think you'll find that nothing ever happens. This is insane. This is insane. I think, Jesus didn't have electricity, but he did have nails in his hands. And I think the American people would be really grateful if Donald Trump put some nails in his hands right about now. I think that's true, Fairlord. I think that's actually true. I just am like shocked by this. We're actually going to go through an actual trade war. That so being, I would suggest people, this is not to scare you. Please do not get frightened. But be prepared. Do have bottled water on hand. Stock up on food. Stock up on essentials. Don't go crazy with it. But be prepared. Candles. You'll want to have candles. Fuck, man. And, meanwhile, Elon Musk is ransacking the U.S. Treasury. He's been let into the U.S. Treasury, apparently. That's true, you do need to buy 10 rolls of toilet paper. And speaking of COVID, you might want to also watch out for the bird flu, because nothing we've done to contain the bird flu has worked. It's going to be pandemics forever for now, folks. I hope you understand that. So here's the deal. Musk, as part of his Department of Government and Efficiency, or DOGE, which is not a real government department, I must emphasize, is just like seizing control of various parts of the U.S. government. Somehow, everyone's just letting him do it, and nobody's stopping him at all. Here are the people who are doing it: Akash Boba, Edward Korestein, Luke Ferreter, Gautier Cole-Killian, Gavin Kliger, and Ethan Chautran. Here are what they look like. At least several of them. We don't have the stupidest name of the bunch, Gautier Cole-Killian, but we do have these 5 here. If you know these people, I think you should let them know what you feel about what they've done, how you feel about it. And I think you should probably empathetically attempt to make them feel how you feel about it. And that's as far as I will say anything about these people. I mean, that's the thing, Techless. This is the model now, right? Because it's working. It's absolutely worked. They have revealed to us, or more importantly, revealed to every right-wing grifter across the globe, that the Emperor has no clothes. Like, and they can just do what they want. Modeled after Hungary and India. You can't forget Narendra Modi. He did so much work, and you're going to forget about Narendra Modi? Come on. They could do whatever they want if nobody stops them. So we should probably stop them. They look like a bunch of community college frat boys. These people did not go to community college. They have enough money to go to somewhere more expensive than that. Yeah, this guy looks real fucked. I can't believe he has his hair like that and he isn't like like underground from, severe bullying. All right. So we just basically did the equivalent of doom scrolling. I wanted to get through it really quickly. I didn't spend a lot of time on any of them because I don't want to really do doom scrolling right now. So here's some anti-doom scrolling. I'm going to read this whole thing just real quick. Sociologist Jennifer Walter explained what is happening in this country right now and what to do about it. As a sociologist, I need to tell you, your overwhelm is the goal. The flood of 200-plus executive orders in Trump's first day exemplifies Naomi Klein's shock doctrine, using chaos and crisis to push through radical changes while people are too disoriented to effectively resist. This isn't just politics as usual, it's a strategic exploitation of cognitive limits. Media theorist McLuhan predicted this. When humans face information overload, they become passive and disengaged. The rapid-fire executive orders create a cognitive bottleneck, making it nearly impossible for citizens and media to thoroughly analyze any single policy. Agenda-setting theory explains the strategy. When multiple major policies compete for attention simultaneously, it fragments public discourse. Traditional media can't keep up with the pace, and they really haven't. Wired has been doing really good. Rolling Stones has been doing pretty good. Teen Vogue, of course. Reuters as well, and then not much else. But then again, a lot of those papers don't care in the first place. The result, weakened democratic oversight and reduced public engagement. What now? Set boundaries. Pick 2 to 3 key issues you deeply care about and focus your attention there. You can't track. That's why I haven't talked about every single thing that's going on. I'll leave that to you to pick what you want to focus on. You can't track everything. That's by design. Impact comes from sustained focus, not scattered awareness. Use aggregators and experts. Find trusted analysts who do the heavy lifting of synthesis. Look for those explaining patterns, not just events. Remember, feeling overwhelmed is the point. When you recognize this, you regain some power. Take breaks. Process. This is a marathon. Practice going slow. Wait 48 hours before reacting to new policies. I waited several days. I only do these once a week, you know. The urgent clouds the important. Initial reporting often misses context. And then build community. Of course, it's always build community. Share the cognitive load. Different people track different issues. Network intelligence beat individual overload. Remember, they want you scattered. Your focus is resistance. So there's some wise words, and I'll leave you off on some hope. Here's some anti-deportation protesters blocking traffic on the 101 freeway in Los Angeles. You are not alone. And that's how we're going to get through this. Together, not alone. All right. And that's what's been stuck in my craw. Hey there, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment, maybe share the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by in these credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity. In particular, I'd like to thank Haru Hayes, Fleakill, Frog Prince Michael, Jeremy Coatney, the Almighty Ferret Lord, and Fire Mizuni. A big thanks to all my other patrons and unto my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye!